they can afford more foreign products, their imports start rising. That's why their current account become or decreases or become or going towards the negative side. A percentage of the increase in consumption will most likely reflect an increased demand of foreign products. Increased demand for foreign products mean imports start rising. So now the impact of credit crisis on trade balance. So let's talk about this. This is a very famous stuff. Most of the people, most of the students want to, understand that what happened in crisis. So in credit crisis, the credit crisis weakened the economies of many different countries. The amount of spending included spending for imported goods declined. MNCs cut back of their plans to boost exports as they lowered their estimates for economic growth in the foreign markets. As they reduced their expansion plans, they also reduced the demand for imported products. The international trade flows were reduced in response to credit crisis. Let's see that. This is amazing. Because one country is experiencing credit crisis. One country, for example, US is feeling crisis. US is in crisis. So when crisis, it means economy is going towards the recession side. What about the Chinese firm? When they predicted that the US will be having low demand for their products because they won't be having money to buy our products. The US will be importing less, right? So the MNCs in China, which provide goods to the US. Oh, sorry. Yes, US. They produce less. When they produce less, they won't be needing more workers. So in China, unemployment rises. So those MNCs who are exporting to US, right now you are here because US experienced crisis and Chinese MNCs, because they are not a stupid person over there, they have a finance manager and all the stuff. So they are seeing the news and they find out that, okay, next year is predicted to be a bad year for US. So they decrease their forecast of production. When they decrease their forecast of production, they lay off people. So it means unemployment in, So unemployment in China rises. So unemployment in China.
I have a question.
Yes.
If US is in a recession, doesn't it mean that they have a rising inflation?
Yes.
But we just learned that rising inflation leads to more imports, not less imports.
Yes, but we are talking about inflation have two effects. Inflation is occurring from money supply. We talked about this money supply increase, its prices are rising, right? Coupled with income. So we are seeing everything in isolation. If only inflation rises, everything stays the same. Economy is good, but now economy is decreasing, in which their production is decreasing as well. In inflation, production is also rising, right? People are getting more jobs, their income rises, and inflation is also rising. Or due to something, if government increases the inflation, increases the interest rate, inflation start rising, people have money. So we are seeing this in isolation. And now we are seeing only credit crisis in isolation. Understand? So when we see only the cause of inflation is not the money supply, it is the crisis. Then what happened in crisis? People are losing job. Why? Because production is decreasing. Prices are rising because people don't find the product. Demand is rising and companies are not producing. Why? Because there is a crisis. The outlook is that people cannot afford to purchase this product. So when supply decreases, prices start rising. Understand?
Understand.
So in case of prices, I'm talking about the foreign country here. So your perspective changes. Now I'm just gonna opening your mind that what happened to the foreign country. Crises occur in US, but it causes unemployment in China to increase. Why is that? First of all, they stop buying from China because they don't have that money. They lost their job. They don't have much money because they are in crisis. So those MNCs who are in China and they are providing goods to US means US is importing goods from Chinese MNCs. So they will be laying off the workers, right? So now read that again. So MNCs cut back on their plans to boost exports, right? As they lower their estimates for the economic growth in the foreign market. So as a result of their expansion plan, they also reduce the demand for imported goods, right? So in this case, the international flow funds start reducing. Now, this is the case. Now, we talked about the example the opposite way. So this example is more about when in China, there is crisis. What about the US? If you are here, what happened? Your exports start decreasing. Why? Because your MNCs who are exporting to China will see that there is no more demand for your product because people won't buy here. So they will be laying off worker. Unemployment in US start rising and their exports to that country start decreasing. So internationally, the flow of funds going to be decreasing as well, right? So a related reason for the decline in international trade is that some MNCs do not obtain financing because we are talking about the credit crisis. There are financial crisis, credit crisis, housing crisis, right? Commodity crisis, food crisis. So in credit crisis, companies, they are not obtaining financing. They are not obtaining the credit, the loans. So what happened? International trade is commonly facilitated by the letter of credit. So those who are importing and exporting, they must be having this knowledge of LC, right? So it means if you are, I hope you understand this from, you already, have from your introduction to business or something, but I'm going to explain it here. So if US is sending goods to China, US is exporting. It means the US exporter will send the goods to China and expect to receive money, right? Normally orders are online. So US investor has a trust breach or trust issues that maybe I provide my goods, but I won't receive the money. The Chinese person will say that, what if I got the goods, the wrong goods, not according to my specification? So he has also the trust issues. In order to strengthen the trust, they hired banks in the both countries, right? So when so he deposits the money in Chinese bank, and Chinese bank issue a letter of credit to US bank as a guarantee that if Chinese person receives the goods, then the Chinese bank will transfer the money in the seller's account. After the clearance as well, of course, when he checks that, okay, the goods are on this specification, nothing is damaged or something, or according to, and then he give the clear signal, and then the money is transferred on the same day or maybe 2 or 3 days, right? So this is called LC in order to facilitate the international trade. So which are issued by commercial banks on behalf of importers promising to make payments upon delivery, because many banks experience financial problems because this is credit crisis. They are not opening the LCs. In credit crisis, they are not opening the LCs because of financing. What happened? There's going to be a trust issue. So exporter will not send the money to China because he suspect that maybe I won't receive my money, right? Now the fourth one is government policies also affect the international trade of funds. Number one, government wants to increase its exporters because more exports result in higher level of production and income and employment. When they produce more, so you export more. When you produce more, you hire more workers, so jobs are created. So which factors causes international, international trade flows to increase or decrease? Number one, restrictions on imports, subsidies for exporters, lack of restrictions on private